Welcome to another, at least partially holiday-themed episode of Cinematic Anarchy, where today I am joined by the wonderful hosts of the Strange and Beautiful Book Club podcast, Rachel and Matt. Hi, hello.
Hello.
Oh my God, and I'm loving the shirt, Matt. Where can I
Thank
get
you.
one of those?
We have a Redbubble
You
store.
have a Redbubble? Okay, you
Yeah.
need to send me the Redbubble because I am now obsessed with the shirt and I've only seen it for 5 seconds. I'm sure I've been on the camera a little longer, but yeah, I like that. So we're gonna go ahead and put that link right in the
Show
video
notes.
or
I think it's in
podcast
all of
notes
our
below.
show notes. Maybe? I don't know. If it's not, I
Well,
probably should put it in there.
It'll be in my show notes too. So
Well, there you go.
yeah, so spread the love and you'll see me wearing one of those sooner rather than later.
All right.
And Matt and Rachel have brought to me a film.
You could call it that.
Uh-huh. It is legally a movie.
An independent film called The Last Sleigh Ride. I have a feeling I might have really enjoyed this a little bit more than you guys did. Just a
It
little.
was fine. It was fine.
Mhm.
Last Sleigh as an SLAY. Like, I had to have a follow-up for Red Snow. And I had hopes that this was going to be better than Red Snow, but I have to admit, I think Red Snow is better.
I think I agree with that.
I could take Red Snow a little bit more seriously than this. This was more humor and camp than gore and horror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, which
That's
I can
fair.
appreciate. That they weren't really trying to make a horror film. It was more of a.
I would say it's a commentary on making an independent horror movie than it was itself an independent horror movie.
Yeah.
And a
fair.
commentary on a lot of horror films that don't exist. None of those films exist.
No. But it did feel like watching two people that love horror talking. Like
It felt like two people within their own secret little world bantering about horror movies that don't exist just to make other people feel a little bit inadequate about their love of horror.
Yeah. Yeah, it felt like two horror people talking.
So do you have a little bit of information you want to kind of lay out for The Last Sleigh Ride before we start tearing into The Last Sleigh Ride?
No, just that last year we made you watch Red Snow, which was an independent horror movie, vampire movie that was Christmas themed.
Okay.
And I think they definitely hit the Christmas theme a little harder than The Last Sleigh Ride. But The Last Sleigh Ride was purportedly another Christmas themed independent horror movie. So I thought this would be a good Christmas follow-up to last year. And I'm not mad. I watched it. There's definitely parts that we thought were really funny. I think my favorite character in the whole movie is the lady in the audition who just keeps going, no, no.
Yeah, and they just kept cutting back to it.
Yeah. Grandma. Yeah. Man meat.
I also really liked Bob.
Yeah, Bob the guy
Bob.
who ate. I want to know how much he had to eat.
I liked Bob so much that I felt this movie should have been called Munchie Bob the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because
the Vampire Slayer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, he gets the last kill.
And
technically.
Yeah.
I mean, the son gets the last kill, but yeah.
Yeah. And he's a vampire at the end. He saves their lives.
So for those interested, IMDb has the Last Sleigh Ride of 2022. It states that it is, tagline. When a group of indie filmmakers are ripped off by a crooked distributor, they set out on a mission of vengeance, but are quickly find themselves against the... And I should have gone into IMDb instead of just trying to read it off of here because...
the ...
the ... yes. Set out on a mission of revenge, but quickly find themselves facing off against the literal bloodsuckers in what becomes the ultimate battle of good versus evil. Okay, ultimate battle might be stretching it just a little bit.
I think so, yeah.
But
they lose them in a house that is not even a large house.
I believe you said they lost them in basically what was an Airbnb.
I'm sure it was an Airbnb. I think they had one set, which was the white room. That was their dorm room. It was the audition room. It was any interior set that was not the house was the one white room. And then I think they rented an Airbnb, a semi-largish house, and they were like, "This is the vampire's mansion." And then they just roamed about the Airbnb for
I do
probably
believe part of this took place in a dorm setting.
yes, but it's the same white room that they use for the auditions.
Right.
It's just a plain there's no windows or anything, it's just a plain white room.
They just rented a white room with a white hallway outside.
Yeah, basically. Put a
Or
cork
it's
board up.
it's possible they just shot the white hallway in such a way. Maybe they just rented the hallway.
Maybe.
We just want to use this hallway for about an
Or
hour.
they just walked in.
Yeah, they just
And
walked
didn't
in
even
and set
ask.
stuff up. I don't know. That's the two and the outside because remember the house gets surrounded by goths and they can't get past the goths.
The goths.
Just goths.
Just goths.
I had some thoughts about that, about the goths, because as far as I can tell, they're considering goths an extension of vampirism in this because the
Yeah.
goths attack Lauren and then somehow I don't know if she becomes a vampire or just
A
a
goth.
goth kid who thinks they're a vampire
Hard to say. Doesn't she get
by the end of
killed?
the film. No, she just gets punched in the face and disappears.
Oh.
She gets taken down, like
I
knocked
mean,
down
she
on the
gets
ground.
taken down and then the goth kids do some weird ritual over her and
Yeah.
which is akin to the same ritual that the other girl does over the bathtub to make holy water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was similar.
Oh, the end of
Maybe
Max.
they were just dancing to the music.
The end of Max. Max
Yeah.
Rampage. The largest distributor of independent horror films. I don't know.
Planet!
On the I don't know what the whole
Every
I think the distribution thing was the biggest commentary because it goes nowhere. They're like, we're going to option your film. We're going to distribute it. And then they're like, okay. And then they never get anything from it. And they go confront them and they're like, what film? I don't remember anything about a film. And then we never come back to it. So we don't know why they optioned the film at all.
you know why they optioned the film? The same reason they have all this happening. They don't pay the filmmakers, and they're luring the independent filmmakers in as feed.
Oh, gotcha.
So everybody
Okay.
comes to their house pissed off that nobody has paid them, and then a new feast begins.
Okay. All right.
So this is a group of vampires dressed in elf and Santa gear, killing independent filmmakers for their movies, I guess.
I don't know. My favorite part about that whole scene was Marco. We don't know what his last name is when they break his neck. And she just goes, "Eek," and he doesn't even turn his head. He just falls face first.
Yes, right.
What?
Marco, the most ineffective loan shark on the face of the planet,
I'm
who
gonna
likes
kill
to
your
kill
dog.
puppies and grandmas,
I'm
I
gonna
guess.
kill your dog. Why are you gonna kill my dog? I don't know. People like their dogs better than they like their families.
I'm gonna kill your dog. I don't have a dog. Cat? Nope. Goldfish? Nope. Grandma? Yes. Grandma! Oh, this was a weird film.
I don't know why they put them in elf costumes.
I'll be honest with you. Okay, if you look at the IMDb rating and you're looking at this as a horror film, I agree with the rating because the IMDb rating is a 2.6 out of 10. Okay, if you're looking at it as a pure comedy, I would give it a bit of a higher rating. I would go, I'd go like a 4.5 maybe because it is very funny.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here and I've let it go now, but there is a scene just at the beginning of the movie where now I'm trying to remember her name too because we have Sani. Now I'm gonna pronounce her name all wrong, but it's Sani Lautsis as Jessica. Jessica and Bob meet in front of the sleigh camp sign, and all over it has some of the funniest fucking shit outside of. I want to know about the band named Rabbit Slurpee, first of all. Who's so pissed off at Josh that they had to put up a sign that just says "fuck Josh" on top of this? And to the left, the yellow sign is basically a dig on Ivan in the film. It says "Lost virginity. If found, call Ivan." So they did try really hard on the humor. I just don't think like the horror aspect was there. Like
no, not in any way at all. No. I think it was funny. I think maybe if they said it was a horror comedy in that there are horror creatures,
Mm-hmm.
because there's goths and there's vampires
It's
and
a
somebody
horror-ish comedy.
and people die, I guess. I love when they kill Max and he's like, nah, and then it pans away and pans back and it's just a skull propped up.
Right, and the
In the
effects
tub, yeah.
the effects for the death are actually just strobing Christmas lights.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know what they did make a little. I don't know if they put like some like dry ice in the water or something to give it a little bit of a
Maybe.
smoky effect because you got to be a little careful with that. That'll burn if you sit
Yeah.
on that wrong.
Well, he's not in there by then, by the
No.
smoky part. No. It's just a frame with a bloody skull propped up on top of it. And then they pull the fangs out with their fingers. They're like, here you go. They pull the fangs out.
You're in a bathroom. There was a sink 2 feet over there. Wash those fucking things
Right?
off before you put them in your mouth.
I don't know. They don't save the woman in the basement either because there's that woman in the basement who's like, help me.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, nobody
They
gets
didn't even try to
saved.
get her out.
Nobody tries. They're by the door and they're like, how do we get out of here? And they're literally standing next to the door. That's when Lauren leaves. She's like, I'm leaving all of you. But of course, then she gets killed by goths. So
Maybe.
maybe.
I mean,
kind of.
I don't know what the
Transformed.
goths did
Converted.
to her. I don't know. There was a bunch of goth kids that swarmed her. By the way, slowest goth kids ever. Like they just kind of
Right, just
stepped
run.
in front of her, and she's just running back and forth.
It's the platform heels.
It kind of makes me feel
Yeah.
like another movie that I watched recently, like Muscle Bodybuilder in Hell, where the lead demon in that was just like slow. And you see him trying to undo these weights and get them set up so he can kill the thing with the weights. And this thing is just descending behind him at the slowest pace. I'm like, you could have just run around that room till daylight or something. And this thing would
But-
never have caught you because it's way
No.
too
Muscle
slow.
bodybuilders in hell.
Muscle Bodybuilder in Hell.
Well, I feel better for making you watch this now because it's not the first thing you watch.
No. This was not the first holiday film that I've watched this year. I also managed to watch Santa Conquers the Martians at the request of someone else, and that was
Oh, Santa conquers the Martians. Okay.
yes,
Not
Santa
what I
Conquers the
heard.
Martians.
Not what I heard.
What-
I
I'm
was like,
curious. What did you hear? Where did you
I
hear?
don't want to talk
I
about
don't
it.
think she heard the N.
I didn't hear
in
conquer.
conquer.
I heard Santa Cock and the Martians. And I was like, it sounds like a porn, Chris,
That
but
would
I'm
be
really
the,
happy for you.
That would be the porn parody of that, which was
Yes.
a 1960s children's film.
Oh, okay. Like
well,
Flesh Gordon.
And yeah, I mean, and they've made a parody on Toy Story too, I think. So I mean, which kind of fits. Never mind. Anyway,
I don't think fits is the verb you want to use.
or maybe fits is the verb that I wanted to use.
I mean,
Mm.
go however you want to go with that.
Yeah. Honestly, I wasn't disappointed watching this film. Like,
No.
occasionally I'll watch something with Santa Conquers the Martians. I was just like, okay, that was a thing that I watched. I don't know how to feel about it. I've watched 4 versions of that at this point. There's only one version of this.
Yes.
I hope
Yeah.
it never gets to the 73rd version of whatever the hell they saw in this film.
I don't.
They got pretty creative with the film references.
Yes. With making
Yeah.
up the horror movies.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I want to know, for a guy that considers himself a horror fan, why the only things that he has on his wall is a Mariah Carey poster, something from Vietnam, a very famous picture from Vietnam, and just a picture of a bunch of guns. That's it.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
don't-
only
it's what-
decorations I could find.
It's what they found at Goodwill. It's fine.
It was
like
already
that,
on the wall.
Just like that crochet comforter.
I think this was, like I was saying earlier, I think this is part of them trying really, really hard not to do any type of copyright infringement.
Yeah.
Even though he's wearing like Night of the Living Dead shirts.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
that's the most prominent thing throughout the rest of the film is the Night of the Living Dead sleeveless shirt.
Mhm.
Yeah. That he's wearing in December. Because it's supposed to be Christmas.
It's supposed to be
Yeah.
Christmas Eve specifically. And according to IMDb, they filmed in Portland, Oregon.
Oh,
Is this what
hell
Oregon
no.
in December looks like?
No.
Probably not.
Definitely
No.
not.
And then
Maybe
they
it's supposed to be set somewhere else, like Southern California, where it wouldn't be snowy
I don't know. Then they put the elves in no, they put the vampires in elf costumes for some
for
reason.
Christmas.
I love when they show up at the mansion, they're like, "This is their mansion. This is the vampire mansion." It has the shittiest carpet on the stairs in the background. Like the Airbnb, they couldn't figure out how to do a good entrance shot, so they're like, "Well, just use the main entrance." And right behind her are the stairs, and it's like gross gray carpet on the stairs. And they put this half-assed Christmas tree up next to the stairs.
I want to say, I guarantee you that was not an Airbnb rental. One of those people just had a parent that was like, you know what, we
Yeah.
can film at mom's house or grandma's house or whatever.
Oh, it's so empty. There's no pictures on the wall. I mean, it looks like an Airbnb, like the kind of place that you rent when you have a big family coming into the area and you want to stay in like a nice house. Nice house. It was a fine, like parts of it looked like was not in that house. Like I think there's like an archway that had wood. A couple times I was like, "Oh, that actually doesn't look like a horrible house." And then they'd go
Mhm.
back to the shitty carpeted stairs again. And I was like, "Are they in the same house?" Because whoever
Hear me
kept up
out. While we do feel like some of this was possibly filmed in a dorm setting, it's possible this was also partially filmed in a sorority house, because that's what that house kind of gave me the feel of the inside of.
Yeah, I could see that.
So
What if the dorm hallway is actually just the basement of the house?
it, that's entirely possible too,
It
like
could
finished
be.
basement kind of area.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because there's no windows.
Nothing. There was nothing going on down here. It's fairly clean. You guys just want to move a few of these out of the way. We'll
Mhm.
film down here.
Yeah. And then Ivan dies and nobody cares. And then
The
is
most
it Ivan?
anticlimactic death in the
Right?
entire thing.
I
Like the
know.
best setting right there. I love the whole
Yeah.
setup with the girl that's being bled, and then they just kill Ivan. We move on from that.
I know they're like prop him up, he can be useful later. And I was like, "Oh, cool, he's gonna come back." And then no, he
No.
didn't. He didn't ever come back. Bob comes back
Right.
Mhm.
because you think Bob's gonna die, and then he comes back. Much did that guy have to eat?
The entire film was he was
He ate
eating.
during the whole film. So like,
How many takes did they
how
have?
many
And
takes
did
did
he
they have to
to
do? Did
actually
he
swallow on every
eat the
take?
entire time?
There was a few questions I had on what the hell he was eating.
He has a giant cupcake at one point that you don't know where he
Oh,
got it from.
the giant cupcake he's holding just before Max kills him.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And Max lunges and he bites the cupcake.
right.
Yeah, that was interesting.
He's like,
But-
"No, cupcake." Okay.
You're in a vampire mansion. You don't know what's in that cupcake. I'll guarantee it's not food.
Did he bring the cupcake with him is the
Ooh.
question. Because when they stopped at the gas station on their way to confront the vampires, he bought a whole
Mhm.
bunch of stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, but at one point he was
But when he
also
got out of the car, he was only eating like one thing.
He had a whole a bucket of popcorn at one point
Mhm.
while he was
when-
driving.
while he was driving.
Like a big bucket of like movie theater popcorn, and he was
Mhm.
driving at the same time.
I
which
like
was-
that was his audition too. He walked in, stood on the mark, ate, and then
pulled
left.
out what looks like a white package, maybe frozen Go-Gurt or something.
Yeah, it looked
Mhm.
like those cheap,
Oh yeah, and he swept his way
Popsicles.
in.
you know, the
Right.
cheap popsicles you buy your kids that are like in the plastic tube. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it looked like.
His entire audition was just sweeping his way in, eating Go-Gurt in front of these people, then sweeping his way out, and it was the most frightening thing they had seen all day.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was very disturbing actually.
They were
Somebody
truly
did that to
scared
me, I'd
of
be like,
Bob.
"Oh, okay. Bob the janitor." Or maybe just Bob with a broom, I don't know. Maybe he just
Yeah, maybe he just
like,
carries a broom.
carries a broom around.
I mean, that's the only thing you saw him doing that would kind of... He was the sorority janitor or the dorm janitor or something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Who do you think grandma was? Was she somebody's actual grandma? And they were like, "Do you want to be in the movie, grandma? You'll have to say cocksucker." And she was like, "I can say cocksucker."
I don't think she was related to anybody. I'm looking at the names on the list. I don't think she was specifically
Damn.
related to anyone.
Well, how'd they get this woman?
Eileen
Because it
Dietz.
feels like, "Hey, my friends, let's all get together and make a movie this weekend. I have my dad's handy cam. We can probably make this work." And then they hired this older woman to be in it. And she
Grandma.
has the most screen time. She has to walk around and be like, "Man,
Yeah.
meat, man, meat."
Grandma is Eileen Dietz, who has
Mm.
who has been around and has even had a bit of time in General Hospital, Halloween 2, something called Clown Motel 3.
Oh, okay.
There's,
So
she's
grandma's
Oh,
she
she's
is
been in
prolific. She has been in a lot
124
of
things.
things.
wow.
And the only
Okay.
two things that I recognize are Halloween 2 and General Hospital.
And General Hospital. Okay. How many episodes of General Hospital?
It said that she was in General Hospital back in the 1980s.
Oh,
So
okay.
So she retired for a bit, and yeah, a lot of the stuff is just in the last few years.
Do you think they put out an open casting call and she was like, "Okay, that sounds like fun."
she's
What do you think they paid her in? Did they pay her?
I
Or did they just
imagine they had to pay her
they just
something.
give her Subway gift certificates?
Look, we really need that woman from like 1980s General Hospital, so we
Yeah,
have
sandwich
to
coupons.
lure her in with something.
Well, it's like when we went to this con in New Jersey,
Oh,
and
the
it was the one that was
ChillerCon.
like $40 to get in, and it was in the world's oldest hotel. And honestly, you could have just not bought a ticket and been fine because
Mhm.
we were staying at the hotel, and basically as long as you were staying at the hotel, you couldn't avoid going through the con, so they just didn't stop people. And there were actors there, and some of them were pretty big name, but some of them were like there were two women who were in some kind of musical children's show from the 70s from like Canada, and they had their own special room that you could go in and meet them.
Mhm.
So she
Loyal
was in a
following.
total of 87 episodes of General Hospital as Sarah
Okay.
Abbott from 1980 to
So
1981.
like a week.
Okay. Yeah, a couple of weeks.
Yeah, because what? That was like it was probably like the last month in the last month in the first month of 1980, 1981.
Yeah.
December into January.
Yeah.
It's a Christmas actor.
Yes. Well, that's probably why they were like, let's tap Eileen. She can help us out.
However, I looked at everything that she's done, and like you could do an entire podcast just based off of all the appearances that she's made.
She was
in
also a
different films.
producer and a props master.
Wow. On
Producer,
this?
props master,
No,
and
on other
Oh.
things.
I was going to say on this. Did she handle her own fang makeup? At one point, she has to get down and lick the floor.
We don't actually see her licking the floor. We see her like kneeling on the floor and then standing up, and her mouth is all bloody.
She does the most. Everyone else is just wandering around like, "Aha, I'm a vampire." And she's like, "Oh, I'm in this." She's on the floor. She's licking people. They go down to the basement. She's like, "I want the blood. I want the blood."
outside of One Note Max, she's literally the only one that has any animation to her acting. Everybody else was just stoic and stone-faced.
Yes.
so-
Yeah. Well, she is 5,000 years old.
Mhm.
So
A lot of experience.
a lot of experience.
I love how the two queen vampires by the end of the film are like, nope, we have to kill them all off. We have to start
Start
new.
over.
And they did nothing to kill any of these people.
No.
Nothing at all.
No. They delegated. She
Mhm.
delegated. She called the same guy Arvid, or different people Arvid, 4 times. She's like, all right, Arvid and that guy go over there. And then she looked at another guy and was like, okay, Arvid.
Mhm.
I was like, who's Arvid? Is it that guy? And then some of them just disappeared. Some of the vampires just never came back. Some of the younger guys dressed as elves.
Mhm.
It's like they could come for one night of filming and then they couldn't come for the next
No,
night.
I think they all got killed, if I'm not
Did they?
mistaken. Even the young guy that didn't say anything, he was the last guy killed by Bob.
Oh, okay.
So
There was a
they
couple
were
of young
just-
guys.
They got lost upstairs or something.
I only saw the one guy. Maybe
How
I
did
didn't watch it all the way through. I'm gonna have to
Okay.
go back to just see the scene where they're all sitting around the table, because I know we had the guy that was leading around Grandma,
Yeah.
and they were killed, I guess vampire Holocaust style by
Right. Stabbed
Jessica.
in the back.
Yeah, stabbed in the back.
Right.
Stabby, stabby.
Grandma gets killed in the sun.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Arvid gets
Grandma
stabbed in the
literally
back.
just kills herself.
what happens to the 2 queens?
Nothing happens to the queens. They
Oh,
were straight.
nothing.
Yeah.
They're fine.
They survive.
Okay.
Guessing to make Santa's sleigh too, or whatever. Or sorry,
Yes.
Last Sleigh Ride too.
Oh, I know. I love how they try
The
to set it up for
lastest
the
sleigh
sequel.
ride.
For the sequel, where they're in the car and she's like, "We're gonna have to go back and kill them." She mentioned some horror movie because all of her instructions are actually in the form of movie references. And so she's like, we have to wage a righteous war against them or whatever. And he's like, cool. And then they just drive off.
They insinuate that the two queens are going to create a new brood of vampires. And then I'm guessing Lauren is now part of that brood or something.
No, she's just with the goths that they had to call with a dog whistle.
I guess a dog whistle that only goths can hear.
Yes, because it's a Bauhaus note.
Right.
Yes, like
So it's
goth
like-
rock.
Yeah.
They're like, nobody likes goth rock. Like, hey, you are insulting my entire genre of music here.
Mm-hmm.
What an odd bag of jokes this movie was, because it was really like the whole scene at the beginning when they're doing the funniest part was the auditions. That was the best part of the whole movie.
Right.
And then it really dragged for a while, and I was like, when are the vampires going to show up? Because then they're filming, and then they make the movie, and we have the whole weird scene where he's editing, and like his
It was
buddy
like a
is
30-minute flashback.
yes, and then they don't really know when it caught back up because we start with the guy getting attacked for money, and then they're like 1 month ago, and it goes back a month.
And he's just finishing the script.
Right.
And then they start auditions. So they finished the script, auditioned, filmed, and then actually like delivered the movie to the distribution company. Well, I
In a
guess they did it at a theater. They had like a screening at a theater. And then they signed with the
'Cause they won an
distribution
award.
company.
I want to see
Oh.
that movie. I want to see Sleigh Camp
Which
because that
no,
looks funnier.
it's not. It wasn't Sleigh Camp. It was something else. Because
It's not the Bleeding Dark because
No.
he has the
Sorry, it wasn't Sleigh Camp. It was something else, like Slash Camp or something like that.
Flash Camp.
oh
Yeah.
yeah
Because that's what I thought it was. I thought it was Sleigh Camp because it kind of works with Day Camp.
Mhm.
yeah.
And then I was like, Slash Camp. That doesn't quite feel right.
I don't.
So it makes me
No.
wonder if there's like a Sleigh Camp movie that they were trying not to tread on. Like, we don't want to
Maybe.
call our fake movie Sleigh Camp because it's also a real movie. Like I said, I really feel like they tried hard to steer away from copyright infringement with just kind
While
of
still
twisting
getting
certain
really
things.
close.
Yeah. Dancing the bitter edge.
Because there's actual movies that exist that have the names that they call out, but they are not the movies they describe at all.
Okay. Maybe they just change up the year
They actually describe
and the
a scene.
description.
This movie that there was that one scene where they're both sitting in the bathtub and they're describing a scene from a movie where she was talking. Oh, she did that thing with the lipstick in her boobs,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and I was like, I know that movie.
Oh, but they gave it a different name.
They gave it a completely different name. It was like
Okay.
the fourth sequel of some other film, but that was like the original Night of the Demons. Linnea Quigley scene. It was a whole
like,
thing.
don't ask
I
me.
thought, I
It's like,
thought
that
they
is
were
the
just
most
coming up
new.
with just really weird descriptions that would be like, what would even be involved in the scene to
Yeah.
have the description of the thing with her lipstick and the boobs.
I could describe it vividly if you want. It was literally she had this whole scene where she was dressed in like a baby doll outfit and for some reason ended up topless in the film because that's what she did. And it was like Linnea Quigley, if I'm not mistaken. And she was drawing lipstick on herself and then suddenly just started tracing it down, went around the boob, and then pushed the entire lipstick into her boob, like inside of her. So I have had this conversation with somebody
Okay.
else before where I'm like, that was one of the most disturbing things that I've ever seen. And the person was like, actually, it kind of turned me on. And I was like, I've had this conversation before.
This exact conversation.
This exact conversation. And you can tell that whoever wrote that had that exact conversation before
Mhm.
with somebody else.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, see, it felt like a horror movie for people who like obscure horror movies because they kept making all of the references and because it felt like they were writing a commentary
Mhm.
on both independent filmmaking and distribution and obscure horror and like obscure horror community.
Yeah.
IMDb rating update. In the time that we have been sitting here and talking about this film, the movie has jumped 1/10 of a point to 3 points. It is no longer a 2.9 film on IMDb.
What?
It is
This
3
is
points.
the cinematic anarchy bump, baby. They don't even know we're doing it yet, and it's already getting
They
a
haven't even
bump.
seen this. They see this, go like, oh, great. Now it's a point. It's like a 2.1. Great. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it.
I mean, I love Tubi for this because without Tubi, there's no way you could watch this movie.
I wish I
So-
had watched it on Tubi.
Oh, did you find it somewhere else?
I watched it on what used to be Fandango. No, it used to be Voodoo.
Okay.
Now it is Fandango at home. Vango.
Oh, okay.
And they do the unpleasant thing of like every 15 minutes they throw you 5 minutes worth of commercials, and at least
Yeah.
Tubi doesn't stagger their commercials like they really should. Like it doesn't come in at points where it should feel like there's a break.
No.
You know, at least Fandango tries to do it so you get it every 15 minutes. Tubi just kind of surprises you. You've been watching this for a little while. Here, have like 3 minutes worth of commercials, you know?
They'll do the ad break thing at the top where it's like ad break in 5, 4. Sometimes you'll just see the banner flicker and it's like, oh, it's coming. And that's the best that you get. Ours cut right after the auditions, and then when it came back, it was the part where Lauren gets splashed with blood. But with no
Yes.
context, because you came right
Yeah.
back from the commercials and she got splashed with blood, and I was like, did it keep going while the commercials were playing?
I think the part where Lauren gets splashed with blood is the scene where Ned in the movie they were making gets the oar to the back of the head.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, that's
Run,
the movie I want to
Jove.
watch.
Slash camp.
Slash camp.
I mean, it feels like they made almost the entire movie.
They were already doing it. Why didn't you
Mhm.
just make 2 movies and then release Slash Camp also? I feel
Just
like they
like,
missed
as
a
a-
trick.
Bonus
It's-
feature.
As many times as I've watched Scream, I want to watch Stab. You know,
Exactly.
because
Like-
Stab looks so much more entertaining.
I mean, you could make a half-hour movie and make it a gimmick. Make it part of the
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
part
put
of
it
the
up on YouTube.
shtick. I mean, you already had all the actors. They were already there. You were
Mhm.
already on set pretending to film it. So just actually film it.
Best part of the film, Lauren in the other movie that they filmed, telling the guy, "I can't answer this. I don't have a pencil."
I don't have a pencil.
The guy just dropping, "No!" And then I think back and I'm like, wait, was the lady from the auditioning for the male part?
Oh, maybe. That would have been an interesting
Because her
twist.
dropping down and just screaming no at the top of her lungs like that in the middle of the movie would have been much more entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did like that guy too. I forget what his name is in the movie. The guy that's like
Evan.
he just keeps repeating his one. Evan, that's right.
I only
like
remember
Ivan
that
with an E.
We could be brothers. Yeah, no, not really.
Or was it Evan with an I? And they couldn't figure out where the I went at the beginning, or does it replace the E or the I, the A in Evan?
No, because he goes around saying he's Evan with an E. And I'm like, what the hell
Okay.
else would it be? I remember, I think Marco says that to him. Like,
yeah.
yeah,
He's like, of course it is. That's
of
how you
course there's
spell
an E in
Evan.
Evan.
Mhm.
Like, you got to throw something else at him, like Evan with an H. Wait, what?
What?
Where does the H go?
It's at the beginning, but the H is silent.
It's the EVHAN, Evhan.
Evan. That would have fit him. It would have worked.
Mm-hmm.
It would have, but no, they went with the joke of Evan with an E, and it's like, yeah, that's supposed to be there, Evan.
Yeah.
And Ivan, it's like Evan with an I.
So-
yeah, I guess.
What happens if the independent filmmakers don't come for their money?
We don't have a movie. And
Well, then the distribution
Well,
company
if-
gets to make a profit.
if these filmmakers don't come for the money, then we don't have a horror film. We have a film where they're trying to escape Marco killing their dogs and grandparents.
Which would probably be a scarier horror movie than what we actually got.
I'll be honest, Marco was more intimidating than the vampires were.
Yeah, I know. I was surprised when they killed him so quickly, too, because I was like, oh, this is the guy that's going to either die to prove the situation is serious, or he's the guy who's going to defend he's going to split.
He's going to be instrumental in the
Yeah,
survival
and getting
of everyone
everybody
else.
out.
Because he wants his money.
And in the end, he died to prove the situation was serious.
Yeah.
He does not react as strongly to somebody leaning forward and biting a chunk out of his forearm as he really should. Because he's got the gun out and she leans forward and like bites his forearm, takes the whole chunk out, and he's like, "The fuck was that for? I'm bleeding now."
What was that? They shot you, Grandma. They
I know.
shot me, asshole. Or she said asshole or cocksucker or
Cocksucker.
something like that.
Yeah. Oh, she got to say cock a lot.
She said motherfucker too at
Yeah.
one point. Or I couldn't tell because it sounded like she said motherfucker, but the thing underneath said wait the fuck up or something like that. She was running after somebody that I think it was Ivan that had run out of the room, and she's slow, so she couldn't run after him.
Yeah.
And it sounded like she said motherfucker when he escaped, but it said underneath something like wait the fuck up.
Could have been either one. They either auto-generated the captions or they wrote it and then she just didn't remember her line. So she was just like, motherfucker, and ran after him.
I mean, IMDb transcribing is not reliable at all.
No.
It's what you would expect from a free site. It's probably AI kind of, okay, well, she mumbled something. It sounded like wait the fuck up. No, she said motherfucker. No, it says wait the fuck up.
Oh, it's awful. There's some auto-generated captions that come up with just the most random shit. And then we were watching Babylon 5 on DVD for We Are All Kosh, and the subtitles are paraphrased.
What?
Yeah. So it's the gist of what they just said, but not what they actually just said.
But on
and
the
I was
DVD.
like, I have never in my life. What the fuck is this shit? I'm not even exaggerating. It is actually just a summary of what they just said.
So, what do you want to bet that the DVDs were originally distributed in another language? So what you're getting is the paraphrasing of the English version. Because you know how they dub movies in English, but then you get an English transcription of what they said in another language.
That's a good idea, actually. It's definitely like you remember when TV shows used to come out on DVD and it was a huge deal because they'd have episode commentaries, they'd have bonus content, they'd have behind the scenes, they'd have all these additional things that came as part of buying the DVDs. And then those went away, and now the next ones are like, I don't know. At least they fucking play on your TV. Be grateful. I'm like, that's all you get for the DVDs
Most
after
of
that?
the episodes are there.
I've got one that's in they're in cardboard sleeves.
Okay.
Like, it came in a case, but then each DVD is in a 2-sided cardboard sleeve.
Yep, I've seen
like,
that.
You didn't even pretend try. You didn't even give me the, folder that opens with the pages or anything. No, it's ridiculous.
Cardboard is not a good way to protect your DVDs
No,
either.
not even a little bit. And I'm like, it's one of the Forever Night ones that are out of print. Like, they're hard to find. And I bought it when it was still in print, so I got it. Like, I just got the thing. But now they're like hundreds of dollars if you try to find them online, and they're like cheap shit with no bonus content at all. And a lot of that bonus content is gone unless you can find the DVDs, the OG DVDs.
Yeah.
There's no way to watch it. Like, a lot of the Babylon 5 pivotal episodes had episode commentary by the writer, but only if you have the original run of the DVDs.
I have a couple of DVD sets over here like that. I think like the original, if I'm not, when you buy like the full box set, they have these like lavish box sets that they make of stupid things, and I bought a couple for my wife a while back because she was really into like Gilmore Girls, Sex and the City kind of stuff. And so both of those, they come in those terrible cardboard sleeves. It's like a massive like booklet with sleeves, just with the entire thing in there, and you'd put them in. Every time you pulled them in and out of there, you were scratching them.
Right.
Because there's no protection there. There's no way to keep dust out. There's nothing.
No. I get that we don't respect physical media the way we used to, but come on. If I'm paying for the case and the DVD, give me something for buying it. I don't know. I saw a commentary that was like, wow, I really love having to look up the movie that I want to watch to figure out which of my 7 streaming services that I'm paying for is it running in its 30-day window on that streaming service. And then if I'm not paying for that streaming service, I then have to go subscribe to it in order to watch the movie. This is so much better than just owning the DVD. I
hunt a lot of this shit down on like the Internet Archive now. There's so many
Yeah.
things that just pop up over there that I was like, okay, well, I know the quality sucks because they're basically transferring a lot of this stuff from somebody's insanely large VHS collection or something to that nature.
Yes.
Like there was oh good lord, the Internet Archive bought this woman's VHS collection, and I guess what she had done was she videotaped everything
I
on
read about her.
TV for
For
what the better part
decades,
of
right?
better part of like 5 decades,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and had VHS cassettes just stacked. And she never watched them; she just recorded everything.
Mhm.
And so they said as many VHS cassettes as she had, it would take them the next decade or so to transcribe or transfer everything over.
Mhm.
It's like, oh, okay. Oh, we're interrupting you.
Sorry.
It's all right. It's all
I
right.
never get phone calls, and then today I got a phone call. I never get phone calls.
That's why I silence mine. Or
Oh.
in this particular
Well,
case, I lose my
usually
phone directly in front of my face. I'm looking for my phone. It's right here with the movie stuff on it. I don't know
well,
what I'm doing.
I have a Motorola, so usually when I put it face down, it turns it on, do not disturb. But it was do not disturb is on. I don't know.
I don't know.
It was like, this is a very important phone call. I will push
Mhm.
it through.
You're just talking about the last sleigh ride. It's all right if we interrupt. It's
It's
fine.
fine. It's fine. Just where did they even get the costumes? It feels like they waited until after Christmas and they got the ones that are like 90% off.
Mm. Yeah.
And they bought them, and then they were like, "These are gonna be great for a movie, but they'll have to be Christmas themed." And they're like, "Cool, we'll just call it The Last Sleigh Ride. It'll have nothing to do with the rest of the movie, and the Christmas costumes will in no way be thematically relevant to what's happening, but we could do this." And
Mhm.
now it's Christmas.
I think that the only person in the entire film that wore their Christmas clothing correct is Marco.
With the
Yeah.
sleeves.
Yes, I
The
love
sleeveless
Mhm.
Santa.
violent Aussie mob Marco walking around in a Santa suit. Just
He committed to the bit. He
Oh,
don't
yeah.
you
really
run.
did. He really did. He was like, "Well, I don't know why I'm Australian. I don't know why I'm a loan shark, but here I am with me and my prop gun, which I will point at everyone."
Mhm.
I mean, I have a whole list of people that I honestly could say were some of my favorite performances in the film because there were some people that really committed themselves to the bit. And then there was some people that you just kind of felt were thrown in there and it's like, I don't I don't know how I feel about how you're doing as an actor and or actress in this film. So let's go there. Who do you feel did the worst job acting in the film?
Oh, no. Well, the two lead guys clearly wrote the film and made it themselves and wanted to star in it and had absolutely no charisma as lead actors.
Nope. The guy who wrote and directed it is not listed in the cast.
Oh, he's
No?
not?
I figured it was Josh. I figured
Oh.
Josh was the guy who wrote and directed
Jason
it, or maybe
Hawkins.
Ivan, but it's Jason Hawkins, and he's not listed in the credits. Or the cast. There's a Larry Hawkins as one of the extras.
Oh. Well,
I
they
don't
were
see a
not
picture for
charismatic.
Jason either.
They were not charismatic lead actors.
But Jason has
Yeah.
done a few films too. A few, not a lot.
Yeah, Josh, I think, didn't do great acting wise. And so, yeah, it felt like, okay, this is the guy who wrote the script and directed it, maybe, and he's casting himself as the lead. But no.
No, that's Calvin Maury McCarthy. No, I don't see him as an actor in the film at all, actually. I was looking to see if Josh, wait, Jason, sorry, Hawkins.
Jason Hawkins, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Doesn't look like he's in the film at all.
Mm-mm.
No, so he did not try to star in the film or write the film. Sorry, he wrote the film and directed the film, did not try to star in it. Now, they wrote and directed the film within the film.
That is true.
I want to feel like this guy just kind of approached these. He was a friend of the two people that actually starred in the film. And they're like, hey, they're saying like, hey, we're writing this film that we want to make a movie. And he looked at the film and he goes, this is some spectacular crap. Slaughter Camp couldn't have been Slay Camp, right? Just Slaughter Camp. He goes, this sounds
Yeah.
so terrible. I want to make a movie about you guys making a movie.
This movie in particular.
Yeah.
But, like the holidays are coming up in 6 months. It's July. So why don't we, It's July in Oregon, so why don't we just like make this a holiday themed movie? You know, Christmas in
Yeah,
July.
it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
I think the two queens, I don't know what they were doing. I don't know what movie they were in. I think they were there for the craft services table. They just roamed around. They were like, at one point I thought maybe
Oh, hi.
sorry.
Whatever
I
that
can't,
is, mute is not possible.
it's not, it's my mom. That's why. It's like your mother's calling you. Pick up the phone. Okay. In a minute.
We don't have too
Where
much more
was
to
I?
talk about here.
Oh,
I
just
thought
that the two
Arvid did a
queens.
good job.
Yeah,
Good job.
I liked Bob. I thought he really. I liked all of the like plucky cast, like the main characters, except the two main. Like I liked Ivan, but I didn't like Josh.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt that the girl, the
Jessica?
Jessica, was strangely unaffected by everything that was happening around her, but also she was supposed to be like the horror fan, so she was supposed to be in. Oh,
I think it switched your mic.
Yeah, I think my mic just switched over for some reason.
Okay, well,
Oh, that's
welcome
fun.
back. But that's okay. I mean, I think we've said everything we need to say about this movie. It was funny. It was cute. It's free to watch. I don't know that I'll ever watch it again, but I enjoyed going it through. You go through it for Grandma. I'd watch it for Grandma.
Yeah, watch
Grandma
it for
roaming around going man meat, and then knowing she was
man
in General Hospital, which my aunt has been watching since the 70s, so she would probably recognize her.
meat. Mm-hmm.
I'm a little worried and also kind of entertained that somehow there's a bunch of noise going in the background of my microphone that it's picking up, but I'm not actually hearing.
Oh, you can't hear the cars or
No,
whatever that is.
it is low level hearing something, so there's something there.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't hear it at all.
that's your
Interesting.
ghost.
I'm wondering if maybe just my volume is up too high on my headphones and it's just picking up you guys in the background.
I don't know.
It's possible.
Weird. Well, we can leave it here, Chris.
Hey. I didn't even talk about my favorites.
Oh, I'm
Like,
sorry.
I just
need to
wanted
know
to
what
know
my
your
mom is
opinions. I don't need to have my own.
You know, you're fine. It's good. We're good. We can leave it here.
I think I actually already told you guys pretty much all my favorites. Grandma, Bob. I kind of like Jessica a little bit. I really was unaffected by the two lead actors, honestly.
Yeah.
And I felt like the girl that played Lauren, her acting was better in the film within the film than it was in the actual film.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
So
Her audition was better than the rest of the acting combined.
Yeah.
I was completely unaffected by the whole scene where she was in the game shop, I think.
Oh yeah, she's
Yeah,
like working
question
behind
mark.
the counter.
Where she
Yeah,
was
and she's
working
like, they're
behind
just
the
here to
counter.
see my boobs, and
Like,
they weren't even looking at her.
yes,
Right.
I have boobs. Get over it. If anything, they're looking at your ass from that direction. What is wrong with
Right.
you?
They're clearly here for the Pokemon cards.
But
I
you
don't
can't
understand what you're
effectively
talking
go,
about.
yes, I have an ass. Get over it, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Outside of that, I was not really affected by much of anybody in the tribe of vampires outside of Grandma and repetitive Max,
Yeah.
who felt like, what is that guy's name from 51st Dates? Like the 50-second Hal or the 30-second Hal or whatever. The guy who had this memory disorder basically, and every 30 seconds he forgets everything. Hi, or I can't remember his name at all. I call him Hal, but I'm just sort of think of a name from another movie. Hi, I'm Hal. Who are you?
I mean, I think I've seen that movie, but it's been a really long time.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say that unfortunately, and I still don't remember the guy's name. My entire family is obsessed with Adam Sandler films, and so it
Oh,
seems
well,
like every
I
time a
just
new one comes up, they're like, "Let's watch every Adam Sandler film ever made." Okay.
okay. I'm always disturbed by the fact that she's pregnant at the end. Because you
Yeah.
knew that was going to be
Mm.
disturbing to her every single day, and you did
Yeah.
it anyway. And she's meeting you every day
Yep.
anew. So how could she feel comfortable being like, yeah, let's get pregnant?
And he had
Like,
to have
she
some
can't make the informed decision to do that, so it's a little shitty.
he
Yeah.
had to have like some serious editing skills because every day he has to make a new VHS cassette to explain, why you're pregnant in Alaska on a boat.
Yeah,
Because I think that's where they end up.
right. Yes.
So, all right. So, yeah, thank you for bringing this film to my attention.
You're welcome. Next
I
year I'll find a even better one.
Like I said, I feel like the 2.9 that this originally had, which is now a 3, uh, was good if you consider it a horror movie. If you look at it purely from the comedic aspect, I would give it about a 4, 4.5. But they are trying to go for horror comedy, not, hey, this is just a comedy.
Yeah.
And the box art or cover art for whatever that is does not look appropriate. It is literally just Marco holding a gun.
Okay, on
Yep.
Tubi, it's like The Last Sleigh Ride, and it's like a mouth with fangs.
Right,
And
which
that's
also
it.
is not in the film.
Oh.
Whoever that
Also
mouth
not it.
was,
Yeah.
unless like there was a whole thing with Lauren where she finally turns into a vampire that we just never got to see.
That's in the sequel.
Yeah.
When they go back to fight for their distribution rights again.
As much as this was a good laugh, let's hope that never happens. Or at the very least, find some fucking snow if you're going to make another Christmas movie.
Right.
Just
Give
a
me
little
Christmas.
bit. In
It's going to be The
Oregon.
Last Sleigh Ride. Give me Christmas.
Yeah, but
The only
filming
thing
in the
Christmas
cold
about this
too
is it's
difficult.
Christmas Eve and people are wearing Christmas
I
costumes.
know. And at one point, the guy goes,
And-
wow, I should have worn a jacket. It is December.
And there
Is
are
it?
Christmas decorations which they put up and
Yeah.
remove in the dorm to tell you the time has passed.
Yes.
Yeah.
I also would have liked just that one break that we were talking about when they go back to the present. They could have like leaned into the joke because it said 1 month earlier and they show everything that
Mhm.
happened. And I would have loved something to the nature of 1 month after 1 month earlier or something to that nature. Just bring it back to the present.
Yeah.
So we know where we are.
Yeah. A
'Cause those-
timestamp of any kind. Because Matt got really confused. He was
Yeah.
like, how are they getting the gang back together?
Yeah,
They
said,
just
we're getting
finished
the gang back
filming."
together. They just had they wrapped filming and they had the screening, and it's like, oh yeah, it's been like 18 hours since we've seen each other. I'm getting the gang back together.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
also
That's
love-
an odd phrase to use when it's been such a short time.
One mistake. I also love how technically Josh is a pizza delivery guy, but he comes back covered in flour at the end of the day.
Yeah. Like he did the cooking.
Yeah.
Which,
You
like,
don't
no.
do.
I make more
If
as
you're
a pizza
delivering, you're
delivery
delivering.
driver than I do doing this. And then he's like, you're not delivering it unless you are like personally hugging every pizza.
He might wash dishes. When I did pizza delivery, I washed dishes, but that was
Maybe.
the extent. Yeah. Maybe a very flour covered dish got him. I don't know.
No idea. But it was
But-
bad.
Yeah.
So why don't you go ahead and tell the folks where we can find your podcast so they can listen to, the Forever Night podcast and other things that you guys do.
Yeah, well, the usual. Strangeandbeautiful.network has a list of all of our currently in production shows, of which there are many, and I will not list them all right now.
Okay. Yeah, I think you've done that a few times anyway, right?
Yeah, there's many. Just go look. There's more than I've even ever said because I don't put them all on here.
Mhm.
Right. I like how you guys just kind of go with the whim, like, we're going to do all of this now.
Yes.
It fits my ADHD listening tendencies very well. And now I've also ruined the Dark Tower series for myself. So,
You're welcome.
yeah. I got too excited about listening to the podcast and forgot to read the books.
Oh yeah, we spoiled the shit out of the ending. That was a bad
Yeah,
idea.
it's like, okay. Now
you
I
can
have
still
them
read
all
it.
in my Audible, and it's
We
like
didn't discuss all of it. You could read it.
right.
We still need to read What Dreams May
Still
Come.
going to. Yes, we do, because we haven't dived into that Mathis film, and I did listen to it, and I have the film up here, so
Oh, well, we'll catch up
I
eventually.
say my version of reading because I work so much is literally listening to podcasts while I
Yeah,
work 8
which
hours.
is
It's
fine.
reading.
Or not
Yeah,
podcasts,
it's
but
reading.
audiobooks.
It's fine.
It's reading. I am still ingesting the book. It is just in an
Yes.
audio format.
Correct. In the way that we would have listened to books for thousands of years.
And no, we
Before
are
we
not
wrote them all
sponsored
down.
by Audible in any way, shape, or form. It would be nice. 'Cause, you know,
Libro.fm is.
A non-Amazon audiobook platform.
Mhm.
that might work. I mean, I've been giving a little bit too much money to Amazon lately.
It's the same setup, Libro.fm, and it's going to independent bookstores instead of Amazon. So
That's fair. That's fair. And of course, you can find our podcast pretty much wherever podcasts are found. Cinematic Anarchy, pretty much anywhere except for on Twitter, now X, whatever. I don't like using X. Yeah. I'm still on there. It's just I don't use it as much outside of just posting random things.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And on behalf of myself and the Strange and Beautiful Book Club podcast, I'm reverting back to drink some water, you thirsty bitches. Or yeah, that's it.
Mm.
Bye.
Bye.